Jupiter Media presents Avasar, telecasting global opportunities.
Hello and namaste. Welcome to Avasar program. This program is all about education and educational news and views. Especially, we are time and again talking about different university education system and different study destination. Nepal is going to be a study hub for international students too. In this case, today I'm going to talk about Midwest University. It has established in 2010 and like trying to give the quality education to national students now, but the vision is acquiring international students too. To give you the brief information about university's plan and other things, we have very special guest from university who is none other than Nanda Bahadur Singh, who is a professor doctor. He's handling as a VC in Midwest University. Let's welcome him to the show. Professor Dr. Nanda Bahadur Singh, you are welcome on our show.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we are quite happy to having you in this platform so that we will be able to clear all the potential about the study in Nepal program and how Midwest University is delivering quality education in local area. So first of all, would you please introduce yourself a little bit, then after I will ask you something about the university.
Thank you for the invitation. As you have just explained, I'm the Vice-Chancellor of Midwest University. The university has been set up by the Federal Act in 2010 AD and is set up because of the national need in the regional context. And the university is general university and has all sort of the faculties open. Now we have converted into the graduate schools. We have all 7 graduate schools. And when I was appointed the Vice-Chancellor of Midwest University, at that time we had around 7,500 students, now increased to 11,000 to 12,000 students. And we have around altogether 700, professors and civil servants, these people, staffs, administrative staffs. And this university is located in the heart of Suket city. And we have 3 locations in Suket. At one, we have a central office. We call it at Kuinepani. Another is nearby. We have a central academic buildings where students go to their academic activities. And a little bit away from the central, around 7 kilometers away from Suket, we have Sano Suket. We have recently constructed, we have completed constructing the Graduate School of Engineering. And now we have around 10 constituent campuses scattered throughout the whole country, especially more in Karnali province, second in Lumbini province, and third in Kathmandu, that is in premise number 3. Our planning, according to the law, the planning is that the university can, provide the academic excellence to any part of the country. But more we would like to concentrate to the vocational and technical education because Nepal now needs the specialized professional groups to produce. For that, what we have done is that Karnali is a virgin land for research and development, and we have a lot of natural resources. There is a lot of biodiversity. And we have a lot of medicinal plants. We have Erchagumba, So we have Dapil Lopoporus, Empedonous Lopoporus, and we have musketeer, Kasturi in Nepal we call. All those are the natural resources. And we have high mountains, Kanjuroba, and one of the tallest peaks in Nepal, which is more than 8,000 meters. And we have so many rivers, Karnali River, Bheri rivers, these are all rivers coming down from the north to south. So these are the source of civilization in Karnali. Therefore, being university has to make the plan to harness the natural resources and prosper the academic activities or the economic growth of the nation. So in that way, we are trying to concentrate on 5 points. Number 1 is the academic excellence. There are so many things. Now we do not have time. Let's just tell you the vision. Second is the economic growth. Now, being the federal government, this university, what amount of money government has given, you should not rely on that only. You have to be self-reliant. You have to try to be self-reliant. You have to generate your own activity through your own academic activities, including the small industrial corridors. You can set up the corridors. Second is economic growth. For that, I have already made a plan of 260 crore, this integrated vision. If I complete that vision, we can earn 28 crore to 35 crore per year, and we can provide 1,000 jobs to the people in that region. And then third point is, you have to redesign the course of study, not the improve. You should not revisit, but you have to redesign the course of study based on the regional, national, and international context. Okay? For that, what we have done is that if you give 100 marks to one subject, it should be divided into 70% international weightage, 10% national weightage, and 20% regional weightage of that course, so that tomorrow our student will be market relevant, market demanded product, right? So they can have the job at the local level, at the national, at the international level. So these are our planning. And third point is the redesign of the course of study. And in that one, 20 to 25% of the innovative course of study is going to be included. Those innovative courses developed internationally in the last 1 decade. And the fourth point is, as you know, a university be universal. We should have international relation. So exchange of the professors as well as students of international level. And our student, our professor can go outside, and foreign person and student can come to our university. Then we can have exchanges. So fourth point is, we have to exchange the foreign professors and students. For that, I have already started speeded up, this international MOU. I have done a lot of international MOU. With the next 6 months to 1 year, will increase to around 50 to 100. And the last one, but not the least, is very important, is infrastructure development. Unless and until you have the beautiful, smart infrastructure development, you cannot have a high quality education. So you need lab, you need a lot of the classroom setup with the multimedia, and then for your kind of person, within 1 or 2 months, Midwest University is going to announce the first digital university in South Asia.
Okay,
for that,
great. You have
for that, our team of 20 to 30 IT engineers are working day and night. Very soon they will finish it. In that, they are going to work on ERPS, Enterprise Resource Planning System. Second, they will also work on the EMIS, Education Management Information System. And then LMS, Learning Management System. In that, we will include the Turnitin, plagiarism testing, as well as we will have the Smart Hajir, and we will have the My Second Teacher.
Okay.
And finally, what we are going is that, then with this one, we are starting molecular lab and biodiversity lab. This molecular lab is the product. We are going to produce 6 to 7 new products within the next 3 to 6 months. These are the basic plans.
Okay.
You have a lot of plans, but just this much for ME at the moment.
Okay. Professor Dr. Nanda Bahadur Singh, you have elaborated 360 approaches of Midwest University.
Yes.
So you have 3 decades of experience on different academia. In this case, how you are trying to deliver globally standard education in Midwestern University. Some of the points you have already elaborated, that proactive approaches. So talking about the curriculum and the delivery system, how you are trying to deliver the globally standard education.
Number one is you should have, I told you 5 points, and very important is you should have the very infrastructure development. Now after that, the most important thing is that you should have the qualified teaching staff, academic staff, right? So now we do not have so much, experience, well-traveled, internet-exposed academic, personality. That's why to fulfill that vacuum, that gap, I imagine try to hammer out and try to hire 25 PhD and postdoc holders who are teaching at different universities globally, who are Nepali but teaching globally, right? So for that, I announced an advertisement asking them, come back to your country, shop your country. I'll provide you 7 full professors, 8 associate professors, 10 assistant professors. Now, 135 PhD and postdoc holders from 80 countries I applied. With the next 1 month, we'll hire 25 PhD postdoc researchers. Those researchers are not only those holders of PhD and postdoc, but they are the innovators. When they will come inside the university, we'll start the mode of innovation, mode of R&D, research and development. I am the first Vice-Chancellor to pass to set up R&D, research and development center within university. If you do not have R&D, university cannot go ahead. If you look into Nepal's 11 universities at the moment, no university have had a single patent right for the last many years. If you go to India, even, let me take a name of one university I have just visited. That is the Chandigarh University. Chandigarh University has been set up in 2012, 2 years later than us. Midwestern University was set up in 2010 AD. And when I went there, I found they had 35,000 students, more than 7,000 professors, and similar number of administrative staffs. And they have MA with more than 300 universities throughout the whole world. And what surprising thing was that last year they applied 1,500 patent rights, but they got 901 patent rights in 1 year. Imagine it. And in Nepal, if you look into the whole history of Nepal, only 76 patents have been taken by Nepal. But if you look into the university history, nothing, even a single patent right is not given to any university. Then why our universities are set up? What is the role of the university? If you look into the role of the COVID-19 pandemic, you know, Dr. Gilbert, the professor of Jennifer Institute at Oxford, she developed vaccine. She saved humanity today. Similar thing happened in China. General Wayne, she is also leading. She developed another vaccine. If you go into Germany, a couple, they develop another vaccine. Today, what vaccine we are using, they are the product of these people. They are the people of the university. And what our professors are doing in Nepal? Can I raise this question to you? And who will answer this? Government should be responsible. Professors should be responsible. University Vice-Chancellor should be responsible. Nothing is there. And one interesting thing is that for the last 10 years, last 10 years, not more than 8 patents have been taken by Nepal. Nothing. Then why do you set up the university in Nepal? What is the meaning of the university? That's why, even though we are same, but we have to make difference.
Trying to do
Difference.
Okay, so especially talking about, we have already talked about the different popular courses in off the record. So how Midwest University is trying to give varieties of courses which is relevant to the local Nepal and relevant to global as well.
Yes. For this one, very specific answer is, what I am thinking is that, why do you set up 25 ministries in Nepal? In the constitution of Nepal, we have 25 ministries, right? In Nepali, we say 25 wata mantralaya. Why do you set up? Then we have to look those 25 ministries course of study, do you have or not? Do you have this kind of manpower produced in Nepal? That is my angle, my imagination. And I look into my course of study. And what course of study to cover some of these universities, these ministries, I will keep on them, okay? If not, then I will put on the new courses into my university. Number one. Number two, I will look into the international need. Humanity is the same on this planet. Okay? Humanity needs the same thing. Then 21st century, we need the IT, digital world people. I need the innovator. Okay? We need the excellent social innovator, management expert, education expert, humanity, social science expert, science and technology expert, engineering expert, medical science expert, agriculture and forest expert. I am looking to that. And what I am planning is that I want to redesign new course. That course will be globally acceptable. And I told you that 25 PhD and postdoc and will come and they will give the tenure to our local. And we have also professors, qualified professors. And these people will increase the quality of education. That is global education from Midwest University. That's my plan.
Okay, so especially talking about the present scenario, international students are traveling here and there for the quality education. Nepal, being a Nepali, we have to make Nepal as a study hub as well. Targeting all these things, you have very good experience about abroad study and you have achieved that knowledge as well. How you are trying to link international market to Nepal through Western University, Midwestern University?
Okay, thank you for that very important question. What I am planning is that if you set up university that is federal university, any university has no limitation of knowledge and relation. They are limitless borderless, because the education has no limitation of their border, physical borders. Nationally, we are Nepali, but in terms of looking into research and development education, we are open to all the world, right? So if it is like that, what I am planning is that when I became the Vice-Chancellor, then I look into the international relations scenario at my university. It's very, very pitiable, But only a few universities, they have been set up. But the question is, we didn't have any documentation. Now I'm going to document everything so that the institute will have an institutional memory. Tomorrow after you go, you should have the institutional memory of each and everything, so that the newcomers will have a much easier way to deal with. That's why what I'm planning is that after coming, I had MU with UNESCO for the online delivery. And the second, what I did is I started having MU with 3 universities in China, 1 university in Spain, 2 universities now we have relation with, this Norway, 1 university in South Korea, special needs education. We have already developed the course of study and started a new department. Special needs education is the humanistic approach, is a human rights based approach. All the students of differently able students should get the opportunity to work in the same, to learn in the same classroom system. So we have done this kind of thing. Another important thing is that now I'm going to hire a very renowned, internationally exposed executive director of the international relations, so that we can speed up the exchange of the student. And recently we have a student from South Korea, we have some student from China, and after my arrival, and now we will speed up, because it is one very easy and very stable opportunity for you is that you are sandwiched between India and China. We have 1.4 billion population in China, we have 1.3 billion population in India. Why don't you, if you try to harness or attract the people from these 2 areas into Nepal, this is one point. Second point is, Nepal is a Himalayan country, beautiful country with the biodiversity, ethnic diversity, cultural diversity, linguistic diversity, right? Many people can come to Nepal to see mountains and enjoy the beauty of the nature. Then you have to make academic industry for Nepal. Like Australia is making the academic industry. Now this is a backward country in Africa. What we call it is Ethiopia. Now Ethiopia has set up more than 30 universities after 1990. So why do we not doing this kind of job in Nepal? So I requested the education minister, education, science and technology minister, Honorable Devendra Paudel. He's very positive. Why can't you speed up opening the qualified medical colleges? Okay, Nepal will be the hub for medical college, engineering college, technical vocational university. So we can attract a lot of students from all over the world. So we can earn money. So you have to convert our education system in the academic industry, so that you can create the job, you can create the hope for the people. And for that, Nepal government should act so fast, on time. Otherwise, we'll lose this opportunity in the days to come.
Of course. Talking about the industry relation with Midwestern University, let's say like international universities are tie up with different industry and set up their own incubation center, and they give that sort of the exposure. That's why they will be easily deserved in industry, and they, the alumni are being the brand ambassador of the university. Likewise, what sort of the planning you have to work with a Midwest University?
Really, if you look into that one, nobody was thinking that way, in that line. When I was there, then I began to think about that kind of, this imagination, creativity. Unless and until you develop a small industrial corridor, you cannot create the job for the student. We call the part-time jobs. Sometimes they can enjoy it, learning and earning, both way. That's why I immediately started this within the next 2 years. And now we are going to open 1 to 3-star hotel.
Okay,
being operated by hotel management student. And we have a global level standard for the kitchen. And we are hiring the 5-star chef who is going to start AMU, this bakery industry. we are to set up another bakery industry so that we can supply the bakeries to the people in the market as well as to our own staff. We can earn a lot of money, right? Therefore, we are going to do this now, number one.
For hospitality sector.
Yes, because student will learn and earn both. We have 10 beautiful rooms, and if our guests come, they will stay, enjoy there. If not, then we will convert it into the business. You can do it, right? This is one way. And the second is that depending upon the nature of the graduate school, of each graduate school, we are going to set up some industrial, this corridor. For example, recently we have set up the agriculture and forestry. And for that, we have got 132 bighas of land from the local people. They are so eager to provide it to the university.
Okay.
And what I'm planning is that within the next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to set up an organic manure industry.
Great.
And then
Great
you
news for
can
Nepal.
start from small.
Yeah.
Do not become big. What do you say? There's so much big plan, but you can start with the small and beautiful, right? Then you can grow into big later. So I'm going to do that one. And another what I'm going to do is that we have a lot of biodiversity. We can use the leaves of certain plants, convert it into the oil. We can produce oil. The oil is very much useful in France and Belgium. They use it for massage and body lotion. So we have that trees we are going to do. And we are going to produce some MU soap, and MU cream, MU toothpaste, MU oil, MU sanitizer. Who stops it to making it?
Yeah, this is the way to change the world.
This is the way to change the world. And then within the next few months and 1 year, I'm going to apply for the patent rights because we have the 700 medicine plant. That's a Gumba, a lot of biodiversity. Then why don't you carry out the research on that one? It is a virgin land. So we have allocated 10 crore Nepal rupees for that. It stands for 11.09% for R&D research and development at my university. But if you look into the national scenario of the budget of our country, I'm very much sorry to say that Nepal government has not allocated any money for R&D. So I do request from here that the central federal government should allocate at least 2% of the budget of our country for R&D. And our budget for the education sector is only 10%, 10.7%, which is less than 20% of the international standard. So how do you develop our country into modernity? So that unless until the government gives the first priority to the education and health, nation cannot go ahead, cannot change itself. That's
okay,
why.
Professor Dr. Nanda Bahadur Singh, we are quite happy that you share such innovative ideas and how to change the world. Especially health and education is the key part to correction in Nepal because we have very lacking points there. So thank you so much for your valuable time, and those television viewers watching our show, what is your final message to the prospective Nepali student and parents, those who are trying to get best university in Nepal? What is your message?
Very simple message is because of the lack of the quality education and qualified manpower, that is the academic, these personalities, academic, these research-oriented professors, and many people do not believe, and many parents do not believe that their students should start at our own home country university, right?
Yeah.
So now what I want to say is that we have to convert our university into global level standard so that thousands of our students with billions of dollars that are pouring into international education area should stop, and government should take this kind of things into consideration on time, and we have to stop our students and make them to stay in our own soil and engage them in developing and prospering our own nation. That's a very simple message for our parents and our students. If they go outside, they will make money, they will get the degree, but they will not be counted as the dignified citizen of any country. If I am here, I will be a poor, but I will be a dignified citizen. I love to be the dignified citizen of our nation. So that's the message for our young generation.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Nanda Bahadur Singh. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share the unique selling point of Midwest University. Thank you so much. Actually, time and again, we are talking about education, educational news, views, and your career. So we have such a very innovative university here in Nepal, based on Surkhet, Midwest University. We will continuously delivering such a very informative information regarding education and educational reports. Thank you so much for your valuable time and thoughts. Thank you so much.
Avasar, telecasting global opportunities.